Alright, there we go. I had to fix something so that way my voice would register on both the thing and the other. So basically in the description I put that what will happen is, as you can see, my nearby players, there are a ton of players. Through this whole thing, there are players. But yet, for some reason, when I go to the map, the only way these people show up is if they're really close. So by the time they show up and they're red, I could already have been dead. Possibly if they have a rolling block or whatever deciding to shoot me. I mean, it just goes to show that for some reason, even though this game's out of beta, we're still having technical issues. And this is a big one, I think, because I can't really tell who's around me, and half the time I think I'm in my own lobby and I'm not, so I have to have other players in there that are not stuck in this thing. And the only thing I can think of that caused this to happen is I ranked up, and at the same time I ranked up, I got a letter that I had to go to a post office. I picked up the letter from the post office, and it still did not fix this bug or technical error or whatever it is. Also, I'm going to be screwing around quite a bit today, like fishing and hunting, attempting to... Okay, wow, my stuff has been fixed. I really do appreciate that, Rockstar. Thank you. My money is where it's supposed to be, actually. I didn't think I would, thought after messaging you guys I wouldn't get my money for the pelts I lost, but no, I've got my pelts, and that is the gold bars I got from the promotions and playing since pretty much day one of the game. So big thanks there. I'm really surprised. But anyways, so that's that on that. Another thing I've noticed, I can't do this and show you myself, so I'm going to explain it. It is a theory and an idea, and I'm sure many of you would agree. While we're fishing, we should be invisible, and we are not. It's kind of like a passive mode thing I'm thinking about. Because we still have no private lobbies. And I don't know when we're going to have private lobbies, if we ever do have them. I don't know if people would agree on me or disagree on me with this, but it's fine. But I do know a lot of us like to hunt on this game, and it is very frustrating and aggravating when our animals fall in the water and they get pulled downstream and then we lose them. I was looking at other YouTube videos and stuff like that, and they were suggesting that we have hunting dogs, I'm guessing to pull the stuff out of the water so we don't have this issue no more. The other idea, it would be kind of cool for them to, you know, protect the stuff on the horse in case somebody tried to steal it. Don't know how they would implement it or anything as such. But yes, there's also another bug I'm trying to show off here. It's when I get booted from the server for no apparent reason. And the only thing I could think of is maybe they're working on the update. Because I paid my internet bill a few days ago. I have relatively decent internet. And both times it went out, everybody else had internet in the house. So it was definitely on their end, and it says something about sorry for the inconvenience or something. It'll be a black screen with white letters. I just don't have a picture of it yet, so maybe it'll pop up during my footage. So I do apologize, guys, if anyone's watching and this does get kind of boring. Oh crap, oh crap. Dang, that was fighting the crap out of me. Also, if you're trying to figure out how to make money on this game, despite that they've nerfed the hunting again in some aspects, it's still decent if you don't run into the bug or glitch that I will show off today, because this is really a concern to me and it's more aggravating than anything. And it could be a couple different things, I'm not entirely sure, but I know if you're fishing, or not fishing, if you're hunting, and of course I broke the line. Alright, I'm gonna go show off this one too. It really needs to be daytime, so I might fish tonight and then wait for daytime and show you that. I'm gonna try not to have this video run too long. I know that a tiresome video of me just crapping around and talking about different things does get kind of boring. But I'm pretty sure people who have hunted on here will notice that if you shoot more than one animal and it gets wounded, sometimes it will just despawn. It'll run until it despawns. And that's kind of frustrating considering we're wasting our ammo shooting the animal. I got tongue twisted there. Plus I don't really remember where I'm at, so I have no idea what this possibly could be. I do know there's a channel catfish, and I don't think I'm in the swamp, so I don't think it's that. Whatever it is kind of being a little bit aggravating. You can click your knobs in, by the way, fishing tip on here, and it'll lock the reel in if you don't already know that. So, a friend of mine that I used to play with taught me that, and it does help. Oh, that's sockeye salmon, I'm pretty sure. I could see by its little redness. But of course they are strong enough to get off the line. Could have been a still-held trout too. Let me check my map. See where I'm at. I might be out. Annisburg. I actually couldn't tell you what could be out here. It could be a sturgeon for all I know. I'm hoping they add more in Annisburg. I know I was reading in some of the comments of other people's videos and stuff, and somebody mentioned that there was steam cars back in this period of time, which is news to me. I like learning new things, so it's very interesting, and I have an idea of maybe how they could implement it. In Saint Denis, there's a building that appears to have a garage door on it, and if I could ever find the mechanic that was walking around, it literally just says, I think it just says stranger, and he is wearing a mechanic's outfit, and he walks around a little bit, and then he just disappears and he comes back. I don't know what that is an indicator of, if we're going to see cars in the future update. I kind of doubt it, but we'll see what happens. This is the last time I'm going to try to screw with whatever the hell this is, because I think it might be a sturgeon if it's having that much pulling power. Although I did see red, so I don't know what it could be. I'm not going to show too much of boring stuff, but I will show little ideas and little weird things here that keeps on happening, and I really don't know what to make out of it. Oh man, I forgot to sell my bass. Alright, well, I'm using the special spinner still currently. That's the only one I really care to use anymore. This is the Lamont. I do like it. It's one of the newer ones that was showed off in another video. I thought about dual wielding them for the events and stuff, because the biggest way that I've earned most of my money is through hunting and fishing. I've done some of the missions. Some of them pay pretty well, like the story missions. Some of them you can grind them out and you can kind of, you know, wait for the cooldown period, play them again, and keep on doing it that way. That's another way to make relatively decent money if you play out certain missions and you just keep replaying them. I thought I bought the watch. Yeah, I did. Let me check. I'm kind of far away from my TV, so I can't see what time it currently is. Well, oh yeah, 12:59. So, or no, it's now 1 a.m. So we're gonna have to wait until probably, I'd say about 7 before I could really start to show you that hunting thing that is happening. I just don't want to, for you not to be able to really see it too well. But I've also noticed this, with me being a rank 64, I may have to switch ammo. And I'll tell you why. You will see some of, not all the time, but some of the damn time. That was a shitty shot that I took there. But some of the times, I will have to shoot a damn animal more than once. Okay, now that Here's a 2-star. Let's see how long it takes for it to... Okay, here it goes. Alright, an idea. I know many of you guys are thinking this. This is a white one, so you will be able to see it pretty well. Not trying to be racist or anything. I know how I keep getting flagged for stupid stuff, so... Alright, so we only take the guy's pelt. That is it. We don't take his head, and we don't take the legs. So how come we can kick the animal in the face or the legs and it damages the pelt? Because by the same theory, if I were to skin this animal, I just cut into the pelt, so then I should have ruined the pelt there. We should be able to kick the animal in the face to put it out of its misery, in my opinion. I mean, like I said, it is my opinion, and for what it's worth, there it is. If your guys wondering what I'm saving my money up for and stuff, it's because I'm just going by Rockstar's previous track record with how expensive things get and so on and so forth. So yes, this money that I have will be dumped into houses and stuff like that. Hopefully we'll be able to do quite a bit of upgrades to them, like you can get a gun safe, you can customize the gun safe. And an idea that somebody had, I know that Rockstar probably will not allow this, and I just fell over. I'm guessing that's a log. Yeah, that's a log. I guess people are saying that Rockstar won't do a pamphlet from gold, or from money to gold, so they have too much money and they want to turn it into gold. I don't see how that would disadvantage them, and they wouldn't do it, but I don't see them doing it. But at the same time, what if the pamphlet worked the other way, where you could turn gold into money? They probably wouldn't allow that, because that's how they do their microtransactions. Although it would be interesting. I'm not completely shooting the idea down. I'm only going to make this video probably 30 minutes, and then I'm gonna call it and be done with it, and I'll pick up another video. It'll be a part 2. It'll be just the daytime bug that I have seen quite frequently. I don't want to have to run across the freaking map, so I'm gonna go to Saint Denis real quick and sell this pelt, providing that there's actually no one in Saint Denis. And if I get killed, I get killed. I'm not really stressed about it anymore. A friendly tip for all you people who are starting out. If you want the Foxtrot Missouri, there's a better way to go about it. Get the thoroughbred, the one that starts with a B. Costs you 18 gold. That is the only side effect that most people are not going to like of that. And they'll get kind of irritated with it. But I think you got to be like rank. I think you have to be like rank 40, maybe 50. I'm not entirely sure. But my advice to you guys that are just starting out and you see all these duplication glitches where stupid things happen and whatnot, don't do them. And I'll tell you, for the simple fact is, Rockstar may over-penalize you for it, and you just don't want to have to deal with that stress, so try to earn your money as legit as possible. And I'm getting attacked by a wolf, and my horse throws me off during the middle of a wolf attack. Look at that. Oh, that's not a wolf, that is a freaking cougar. Awesome. I love that cougar. And I was hitting circle, but guess what? As you clearly saw, circle doesn't do anything. Oh well. I would have loved to have killed it and sold it. I didn't even know there was a cougar out here. So there's a cougar spawned out here somewhere. Huh. Oh, I shot him. He's bleeding. I'm gonna go get him. I guess I got a shot off before he before he died. I don't... I mean... Oh, okay, no, that was my horse. I was gonna say, is he really dead right there? Because I saw something bleaking like a paw print right there. And I think y'all may have saw that too, and then there's no paw print. One of those things, one of those little bugs I think is going on with the game that maybe they'll fix. But, potential spot in Annisburg. Interesting. I know there's one out near, Cholulu Springs, and that one's really nice. I like that one. That's a good hunting area, too. Plus, he doesn't kind of sneak up on you like that one does. I mean, he will if you're not paying attention or not looking for him like I was. I was caught off guard, but... one thing I have noticed, they have more bandits in this. They have, bandits. By the way, another useful tip, if you don't already know this. I'm pretty sure a lot of you played around and you figured this out. But if you get a bounty, I think my buddy got his up to, I think he said it was like $17. They'll send bounty hunters after you. If you survive that bounty, you lose the bounty. So you don't have to pay it off. Although, it is really nice that they have something else implemented. I am not going to show that on my stream, and I'm not going to even go that route with it. And apparently now I'm wanted for murder. Look at that. I didn't see nobody. Lovely. Crime reporter, go ahead. I really don't care. And of course they're gonna stop me dead in my fucking tracks right here. And it's so damn foggy, I can't see a motherfucking thing. Horse, don't run into things. Follow the damn path, you dumbass horse. I swear, I hope they fix the horse AI, the horse's mechanics, because I swear this horse has got no brains half the time. None of them do. Where they'll just like run into like alligator infested water and stuff like that, and it'll just keep on happening and they won't get away from it. Or they'll freaking flee without you telling them. I don't understand what that's really about, but it does occur. It does occur. God, I'm getting tongue twisted. I would say out of every time I've noticed it, maybe 4 out of 5. It happens where something will go wrong with the horse and he just kind of screws off and he does his own damn thing and ends up running away from you when you need him. Alright, apparently I'm going in the back way. Which, I wish they would put a butcher shop out here, but they don't have one. I mean, it would be nice to see more butcher shops open. And I know this is a creepy idea, but... And I don't see Rockstar doing this, for the simple fact is just how odd it would be, and it would condone grievance even more. But there needs to be some sort of thing we can do to get rid of the bodies. Say for instance, we're running through town in Saint Denis, and you accidentally hit a guy and you kill him, like what I did here because I couldn't see. I would like very much for there to be a mortician that you could go to, or somebody you could dispose of that body. Yes, it would be kind of hard to not get caught by the police. It'd be a cool mission, but it would give it'd give you a bit of a better way to not get caught. I mean, yes, you would have a body riding around on a horse, and that would totally blow your cover if you got caught by civilians or authorities, but it would be interesting to see something like that. I know you wouldn't get very much in return for taking care of it, or you may have to pay a fine. Hopefully it would be a more or less, you would get like maybe like $1 or $2 if you shot it in the head or something like that, or if you ran it over. Like if it had a star system, I guess is basically what I'm getting at, and it only worked for AIs, it didn't work for players. No, that doesn't mean we should go around slaughtering the town, because I guarantee you that's what many people are thinking, to farm it. And it would be a cool idea, but then they would quickly get rid of it. Although there should be another place that we should be able to go to do satchel upgrades. There's still no satchel upgrades online so far. And it's kind of frustrating because we have people that love to kill each other, and I'm glad that they've cracked down on it a little bit. And I thought of the idea that basically any of you guys who play Rainbow Six Siege saw how they handled people killing each other, where they start taking damage or whatever. I know it's Ubisoft's idea. They'd have to probably do something similar and name it something different so they wouldn't get any legal problems, but it was a really good idea in my opinion. Yes, it's also aggravating when another person stands in front of you and blocks your kills and whatnot, but for all intents and purposes, maybe they can come up with something like that on here where if they try to kill you a number of times, it does something different. There is a way you can press charges on here now, and I thought that was really interesting actually. And the pressing charges actually is just, it goes towards their bounty as if it normally would. And see, that's what I'm saying. Nobody was here when I looked on my map in Saint Denis, but watch. Let me go here, and as you can see, that is a player. That is a physical player running away. But I'm going to look on my map just to show you that it's probably just him. Yeah, just him. Let's see how long it takes for him to disappear off my map. Let's see if we'll even show that. Alright. Let me close app and or let me close the map and open it back up. He's gone. Look at that. Look at that. That's what I'm saying. This bug is just, it's very frustrating that it happens. And now, hey, wait a minute. Okay, maybe I didn't sell it. Could have been that I didn't. Yeah, I did not. Okay. Dang, $3.90 for the good elk pelt. I like that. That's decent money. I hope they bring out the wagons and they don't cost gold. Although I've got a feeling with Rockstar it will cost gold to have them, and it'll probably cost some crazy amount. Hopefully they let you spend your actual money on it. I'm in Saint Denis, so I will show off this as an ending thing. Actually no, let me get out of the town and let me go hunting. Let me show you this one little bug that happens. I notice it with any type of game now, whether it be small game, big game, it doesn't matter, it happens. And I will try to land most of my shots correctly. It's just I wish I could change my reticle. It would be nice if, you know, you could put something on the gun, but let's face it, this is Western times, this isn't Call of Duty. That's never gonna happen. It would be kind of funny to see them do that. I would get a good kick out of it. Probably wouldn't work the way it was intended. Man, I think the closest thing you can get to a scope right now, it goes on the side, which kind of looks rather ridiculous, but if it serves its purpose and it works, then cool. Because that's how they had them back in the day, I do know that. I don't know, wait a minute, why am I even going this way? Best place to show y'all is my favorite hunting ground. This is called the money maker in my opinion, because this is where I've made about 70% of my money. The rest of it was missions and storyline missions and stuff like that. Since they had a bank mission, I don't think we're gonna have any heist, which kind of makes me sad a little bit. It does on the low-key spectrum. Also, before I forget, I'm sorry I'm talking to you guys, just yourself. I know it's kind of frustrating. I think they have added it into the online now, and it really sucks if they have. Where if you're hunting too long, your pelts start to go bad. So, kind of keep an eye of that. Let me know down in the comments if anyone ever watches this or gets bored and wants to see this. Because I'm about 90% sure they do. The only reason I say that's because I had 2 perfect alligator pelts when I started my hunt, and halfway through, it was probably about 2 hours later, because I was trying to fill up 10 of everything on my horse, I noticed that they were poor. So, I guess the only tip right there is time your hunts to about an hour. I know it sucks, but there's nothing else I really can think of that'll solve that if I wasn't just completely losing my mind, because it's happened before. Alright, so another thing I'm kind of trying to figure out is this auto lock system. Like, I like having the auto lock system, it helps, but it also is kind of a pain in the tail. Alright, that's the other thing I was going to talk about. I'm clicking in both knobs. Hunter Sense comes up. If you keep clicking them, let me get off the horse to see if that changes it. But trying to go into Deadeye doesn't work. I just clicked one knob and I got put back on my horse. Other knob, it just changes the way you view, which is cool. I hold them in, Hunter Sense. I click it, Hunter Sense. It's not letting me change my damn thing out at all. Like, I'm trying and it's not doing it. So I don't understand why, if I wanted my Deadeye out, why it wouldn't show up. I mean, yes it does. Oh, Mr. Snake, I bet. It probably is. Or just quit acting like a loon for a little bit. You'll be fine. It is the 30-minute mark, so I'm going to show that I'm going to cut this video at 30 minutes and I'm going to be done. I will put a part 2 up in a little bit, just to show you some of the issues that are going on with the hunting that I don't really understand fully. I wish I could use the canoes and they wouldn't just fall apart. Like, it would be really nice. Oh, a bullfrog. Watch this. I guarantee you I fucking shoot it with a varmint rifle. And, let me change it up. You know what? I just want to see if it... Oh, I can't. I've got to get my horse. That's also another thing, is having to switch and cycle through all these weapons. It's a pain in the ass. Alright, well, if you haven't already, like and subscribe. Also, I'm opening up Twitch now. I'm doing Twitch. I'm kind of staying away from YouTube for a lot of legal reasons. But, my Twitch is now CAP_KUSH_308. If you guys want to check out my other videos, it's just opened up, it's just fresh, so there's not much to see there. But there you go. Alright, have a good day.